Shows that make you laugh. Shows that make you think. Music that moves you. It could only be one place. Universal Broadcasting Network. Tune in at ubnradio.com.
Welcome to The Actor's Choice, where the actors and actresses have a chance to talk about themselves and their careers. Join us now for the next hour as we explore the marvelous industry of acting by actors and actresses from today's exciting show business world. And now, direct from Hollywood, here's your host, Ron Brewington.
Hi everybody, I'm Ron Brewington and welcome to The Actor's Choice, brought to you by Photography as an Art. Harvey Brandman, master photographer, located at 1307 North San Fernando Boulevard in Burbank, California. And attorney Ron Irwin's newly released book, Mass Murders in America, now available from Lulu.com at a 30% discount price. And from our newest sponsor, author Larry Buford's Book to the Future, a time travel message in a capsule, now available in paperback from Amazon for only $17.95.
I'm Gladys Knight in the Pips.
Forget Gladys Knight and the Pips. Didn't you hear what he said? They're having tryouts for dancers to join the Rockets.
So what?
So I can be a Rocket, man.
You a rocket? Man, there's not enough outer space for you.
Yeah, you're too fat.
I can't help being fat. It runs in my family.
Nobody runs in your family. They all waddle.
D, why don't you get out of here?
No, I agree with a rerun. All the Rockets are skinny. Now put on Gladys Knight in the Pips.
You know, if I was Gladys Knight, I would fire those three guys and hire you as one huge pip.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was just a small snippet. We're just sitting here while we're rolling it, saying, who is that little lady, that Spencer girl? She was too much. He's a veteran actor with over 52 IMDb credits. And he's been in television, film, and on the stage. We'll talk about that stage. I've known him for many years and have always admired his performances. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ernest L. Thomas.
Yeah!
Brother Thomas, thank you so much for being here.
Now, you know I love you,
Oh,
bro.
love you. Hey, good to see you.
Anytime.
You and I see each other. We bump into each other everywhere.
Yes.
Over here, over there.
Yeah, always.
That Don B. Welsby.
Don B. Welsby.
Oh, that
Yes,
guy. That guy. We'll talk about him.
We'll talk about that. All right.
Now, I understand that you come from a city
Yeah.
that had a lot of talent.
Yes.
Where you come from?
Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. My
A
goodness.
city of 200,000 or less.
Woo!
And amazing, because you got the Jackson 5, Fred Williamson, Denise Williams.
Yes.
From, what's the show?
The
little kid.
That's a lot of little kids.
No, the black little kid. He had the show with the white parents.
Arnold. Arnold. That was Arnold.
No, not Arnold, the other one.
Oh, his other brother.
The little tiny, he was by himself, not the two kids together. What's the name of the show?
A Different World, not Different World.
He had two white, he was the only one. He was a small kid by himself.
Okay.
I can't think of the name of the show.
Anyway, we'll take it.
But his father, the white father,
was in
on that show from Gary, Indiana as well.
I'll be damned. So, Gary, Indiana, beautiful city.
Yeah.
Have you been back lately?
I haven't in a while. It's sad that, it was the murder capital for 2 years in a row.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The gangs have and the drugs have basically taken over the city. I have hope for this new young lady who just became mayor. I think she's the first female mayor. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping for a change, there.
Well,
I haven't been in a while.
That's good. So what was it like growing up in Gary?
Webster.
Oh, yeah, Webster. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, the little guy.
Yeah. His father.
Okay.
Gary, back at that time, and I can see it now visually.
Yes.
Dora Miller Projects. Mm-hmm. The village raised the child.
Right.
So everyone was a part of your the parenting. All the neighbors, all the mothers and fathers had permission to discipline you.
Right.
Verbally or physically. You know.
God, I wish those days would come
I
back.
know, yeah. And
We'd
so
have half the problem we would
they
have.
would have and we played. They had like the little place where you played the horseshoes.
Mm-hmm.
They had a little baseball where kids would play baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have a father, but the next door neighbor, Mr. Price, he would come over and get me out of the house because I was asthmatic, but I could at least sit and watch the kids. But I remember him so well. His hair, he had the hair slicked back with a part in the middle. I just remember that because it meant so much to me that he took that time. He had his own children, but he came over, made that. So yeah, it was really the village raised the child, and no drive-bys. I didn't see any fights. A little adultery, but. People sleeping with they shouldn't be sleeping with.
He didn't say that.
Happened.
You didn't hear that on this show, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't hear that here.
I remember that very well because it was my uncle. My uncle was sleeping with one of the neighbors.
Stop this, young man. Okay. Bring him. Stop him now. The family is watching this. Oh my God. We won't do that. I know this is internet. Right. When did you first want to act? When did that bug bite you?
That was in Indiana State University, my friend Jake Smith. And I always tell people that everybody deserves a friend like Jake Smith because he was 2 years older. He was my fraternity brother's older brother. But he just took to me like I was his younger brother, almost like a father figure, too. And I just made him laugh. And he said that, he said, Ernie, you could do what those people do on TV. You could act in TV or film. I'm like, no, you crazy? What are you talking? So, he just had, that was the craziest thing I'd ever heard.
Wow.
So it was him, his persistence.
Yes.
We'll take a class. I took an acting class, got an A in it. The teacher said, hey, you could do this for a living. I'm like, no, I'm going to be a social worker, but thanks anyway. Then Jake is still on me. Eventually, I applied for the American Academy, and
the rest is history. Yeah. But you had a dream. You wanted to go from nothing to Broadway.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah, when I got to, and God is amazing. I just have to give glory to God and Jesus Christ. When I got to the American Academy, something happened that was unprecedented. They gave me a leave of absence. They don't let you do any work until you graduate.
Okay.
But a producer came and saw me in a student play and said, I got to have him. So they made an exception. And so I actually was doing an off-Broadway production with F. Murray Abraham, who won the Oscar for Amadeus, and Robert Guillaume from Vincent. Yes. So they were the leads, and I was Robert's younger brother, and I got good reviews from the Daily News, Kathleen Carroll. I still remember that. And then a jealousy happened because when you're picked out of 60 people, and you're plucked out, and they're saying that you're the one, you come back and you're not welcomed by your classmates as much.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So when did you get your first? Okay, that was your first.
So that was was off Broadway. Then as soon as I was out, graduated. It was a 2-year program. Then Hal Prince, one of the most prolific producers in the world. He did Phantom of the Opera. There. So many, but Phantom of the Opera. And so he chose me, for a Miracle, Member of the Wedding, and then Tony Perkins of Psycho fame, he was a lead in that way back in the black and white days. Okay. But that was, he did like 4 versions of that, it was like 4 sequels to that. But he directed me. So I had 2 top guys at that time, Tony Perkins, who was nominated for Oscar for several films. And then you had Hal Prince. So I was really hated.
So they speak. That laugh is perpetual. That laugh is perpetual. You've had it for years.
I deliberately did it because I was just saying, this joke is just, I don't understand this joke. Why am I laughing? They said, it's not Ernest Thomas. Raj thinks it's funny. So Raj would have that.
Okay.
So then I went, And from that, if I did that, the entire audience. So the joke could be as dull, boring, corny, whatever. As soon as I added, the audience lost it. Without fail. You know, and I'm like, what's going on?
I'm watching some of the audience. They're falling. They're rolling now. They're rolling. That audience. My God. Well, that was quite a change for you to go from Gary, Indiana to New York City.
Yeah.
I was born and raised in Harlem, in New York, go down Broadway. But that was one. I mean, you get your donuts, you get your hot dogs and all that stuff.
Yes.
But to be an artist on Broadway.
Helen Hayes Theater, too.
Oh, my
yeah,
God.
the Helen Hayes Theater. That was. But the thing about that, this funny part about that, I called my mother and grandmother all excited about it.
Yes.
And they are church folks, so they don't understand. You know, so Mom, I'm on Broadway. I thought, I'm just assuming they would know.
Actors want to
and
be.
so Broadway, what? We come and pick you up. No, not that. They didn't understand.
They understand. How old is your mother now?
87 years old.
Oh, God bless her.
Yeah, man. Yes, man.
87.
Yeah. And she doesn't watch the show. She's not. They tried to, on song, they tried to interview her, and I said, look, you're wasting your time. She's going to be very nice to you, but she's going to say, oh, I love all of them, because she don't know any of them. She has never seen Malcolm X.
What?
No, A Piece of the Action, there's Sidney Poitier. Yeah. She loves Sidney Poitier, but she just has no interest.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody hates Chris.
Yeah.
She doesn't, she loves me, but her Bible, now if Jesus was in Everybody Hates Chris, if Jesus was in What's Happening, she'd watch.
Yes. Okay. So your resume says that in 1975,
Yeah.
you got to be in Hollywood. You moved here, you're moving back this way.
Yes.
You got a role in a popular TV sitcom called The Jeffersons.
Yes.
You worked with that crazy guy, that wonderful Isabel Sanford.
Yeah.
Crazy guy,
man.
wasn't he?
Oh, man.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. What a blessing he was. Yeah, man. Sherman Hemsley. And he told me, he prophesied when I did that episode. He said, you're going to have your own show.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's a person that, he doesn't deal with people. He's really distant.
Yeah.
So that whole week, he didn't speak to me. Oh. Until I did the performance.
Gotcha.
And then he saw then he was like, oh, yeah, you're going to, but when I met him initially, he wouldn't even shake my hand. So they went, oh, just ignore him. He gets moody, whatever.
Actor quirks.
But once they show, and he saw me,
Yes.
he said, look, I'm telling you, you got it.
Right.
I promise you're going to have your own show.
Right.
So, Sherman was a blessing.
Yeah. Because this morning I was giving a class over at Santa Monica College, and I was telling my students that people have three types of personalities.
Yeah.
There's their public side, their private side, and their secret side. Yeah, and then you add that with a little ego.
I've heard that.
You just did.
I like that.
You just did.
Okay.
But, wow. That happens.
Yes.
Now let me get this straight. Now here you're in Hollywood working with co-star, and then Isabel Sanford told your agent that there was an audition for a show called What's Happening.
That's right.
Take it from there, sir.
Yeah, okay. And actually, Cooley High initially, because it's based on the film Cooley High.
Right.
The great Glenn Turman did so well, and Lawrence Hill Jacobs. So she said, there was a film, and you'd be perfect for the role of Preacher Jackson. Mm-hmm. So we actually, I auditioned 200 people, a lot of actors, but over 200, and a lot of my friends who felt they entitled because they were child actors. So you lost a lot of people
Excuse me. Sorry. We call it TS, you know what I mean? TS. Y'all know that name.
Okay. But so and then I got it, and we actually, I found someone sent me some photos from that pilot that no one ever saw.
Got you.
So that pilot was never seen. ABC said they just felt it wasn't funny enough. So they kept me and fired the entire cast. They kept me and said they're going to build a cast around me, a second cast. Okay. And Danielle actually was she was turned down for that pilot, the Cooley High pilot, Cooley High pilot. And when they did it and made it What's Happening, they went back to her. And then, when I met Fred Berry and Shirley Hemphill and Haywood Nelson and Danielle Spencer, it was like an out-of-body experience. I felt I knew them. I felt we were having a reunion. The minute I touched their hand, it was like that thing, you cannot make this happen. Only God can make that chemistry happen. Because you can get superstars in a film and it can flop, right? We were just blessed with that chemistry.
Right.
And in the top 3, we were a summer replacement, and we were in the top 10. So we had made history, for a black show. And at that time,
right, at that time. Ernest, can you take us, where are all these people, where are they at now?
Oh, man, we've lost Shirley Hemphill. We've lost Mabel King, who's also incredible. Mabel King and the Wiz. Fred Berry. Fred Berry is gone.
Okay.
And Thalmus Rasulullah, who played my father, he also has gone. He's passed. Yes.
A lot of memories.
A lot of memories, man. I miss the beauty, though, Ron, is you can watch the show and they're live.
Right.
It's like you forget that. And I'm laughing more than ever now when I watch them. Like, oh my God, they are hilarious.
What do people say when they walk past you?
Oh my God, they start laughing.
Yes, automatically.
Automatically start laughing. They want to stop. They want to take photos. They are very familiar. They're touchy feely because it's like they
know you.
And someone said, "Well, you've been in my living room for over 40 years."
Right.
And you forget that because they are really like touchy feely. And when I went to the Army base, with the military bases, and did a book signing there. Oh my God, the soldiers, man. They said they've gone to Iraq, Afghanistan. They take the What's Happening DVD for comfort. And knowing that death could be around the corner. It gives them comfort. Right in this day, in 2018, they're taking the DVD to Iraq. In Afghanistan, man, they're crying. Wow. They're saying, man, crying. I'm not. Oh, but I'm not worthy because you guys switch. No, we don't hear about that. We want to tell you about what's happening. Amazing. And one soldier apologized. He said, "I can't believe I'm crying. I don't cry in front of people." And I said, "Well, we were flattered. I could not believe it." Yeah, man.
A marvelous thing.
But laughter more than anything. They just start laughing, and they'll know the lines. They'll do lines and they know the lines better than we do. So they'll do lines from the show, and the big girls want me to go like, "Mama, I can't breathe." Come on, do it right. Mama, I can't breathe. They do. Then they say, "No Roger, no rerun, no rent," and that was Sammy Davis Jr.'s favorite.
Wow.
Yeah, no Roger and Allen Iverson. No Roger, no rerun, no rent.
No rent.
You get that a lot. And which Doobie you be? Yes. The Doobie Brothers. Yeah.
Now, here at the age of 26, not now, but back at that age of 76, there you were, Raj.
Yes.
And sitting on top of the world.
Yeah, man.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not
a
bad.
dream. Talking about a dream come true.
Yes.
But as I tell students, I was speaking at Voorhees College recently, and I said, but enjoy the journey. The thing about it, I was conflicted, so I was between two worlds. Part of it, this euphoria of like, wow, God, you gave me what I asked for. Yes. It's incredible. Everywhere you go, you're known, and people you respected and admired and idolized, they're looking for you, Sidney Poitier and Muhammad Ali's and Dr. Angelou's. But then the other part, I felt I was going to die at it, because life was too good. And it's okay because that's how God is. It is like, but I felt like, okay, I'm going to die now because this can't, it's like heaven on earth.
Right.
So I said, enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. Yeah.
Well, while you were on that show, in 1977, you got a role in the hit miniseries Roots.
Yes.
Please tell us about that.
Well, I was LeVar stole my role. No, right. No, he was. No, we were all up for that, and in the end, it was LeVar and I.
I see.
And I look at it and say he was perfect. He is Kunta Kinte. I think that he was perfect in every way for that. But of course, at that time, you wanted it, and the tape, because they videotaped us, actually in this slave ship, and we got the thing of the chains on us, and we got the loincloth, and so they said, oh man, your tape was so ethereal, so even though you didn't get it, we want to put you in. We got to give you a role.
Great.
So they created a role
just for you.
Just for, and that was incredible. Wow. I did cry. Now I cried. I had what's happening. I got greedy.
What's wrong with that? You're 26 years old, top of the world.
Right, yeah. But yeah, Roots was awesome, and LeVar, made history. Of course.
He did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Did you ever meet Alex Haley?
Never met him.
Wow. Okay.
No, never met him, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm trying to think. Did I? No, I didn't. No. I'm thinking of the writer for Fences. I did meet him.
Okay.
But I didn't know that.
I did meet Alex one time. I used to be a writer for, remember Players Magazine?
Yeah.
I used to be a writer for that. I used to do all the entertainment interviews.
Oh, yeah.
And him and I, when I sat down with him, him and I had a lot in common besides being the obvious. He was a journalist in the United States Coast Guard. He was the first journalist in that branch of the service. I was a journalist in the Navy later in life.
Really?
And he told me how he got his story, how he used to write love letters for his fellow members of the ship. They didn't know how to write letters, and that's how he got his story.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Love letters. That's awesome.
Yeah, quite a,
I did not know that. That's
interesting guy. Interesting guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let me see. Then something happened. In 1979, despite high ratings,
yes,
the show was canceled.
Yes.
What up?
Well, if it if it wasn't in the top 10, I mean, they could have, I think, supported it and made it. But I think they were. It dropped to 28 or something like that, and we didn't even know. I mean, I was at a book stand, newsstand, and the guy said, "Hey, sorry about that."
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Sorry about that, Ernie. Your show was canceled. Huh? What? He shows me the Hollywood Reporter, So it was like that's when just gloom just set in, but. And
you're mad because you lost a steady income and a whole lot of things.
Man, that's steady income.
And this is where we say the audience, they could write the studios and let them know.
Yes, and that's why I felt people, and God bless them, they didn't know. They would give you so much love. I said, no, you guys need to write, Because that's what kept Hill Street Blues on.
For years.
Because they were canceled, so that they didn't understand. That's the only part.
I mean, Roseanne got canceled recently. Well,
that's
another story.
She came with me.
She did?
Roseanne, would you go?
Oh, no. Oh, Lord, have mercy. You were doing well in Hollywood. In 1985, they brought you back a sequel to What's Happening called What's Happening Now.
Yes.
68 episodes.
Yes.
Not bad.
And people don't know about that, though.
Nah.
They don't talk about what's happening now.
Right.
It's just what's happening, They really, and what's happening now, we did 3 years, just like we did with What's Happening, but they never bring it up.
Wow. We got a video. Can you roll it for me, sir? Look at this one.
Hello? Oh, hi, Cheryl. No, everything's okay. The yard sale starts tomorrow morning at 7:30 sharp. Mm-hmm. You're gonna bring some food by? Oh, that's real sweet. Oh, I'm sure we'll be hungry. Oh, you're bringing by to sell. Oh, no. It's okay. I'll see you then. All right, bye-bye.
Oh, quick, they didn't give me a hand. That's not funny.
You know, this yard sale is a great idea. Not only will we be able to clean the garage, but we'll make some money, too.
Good. It'll help pay for my hernia operation.
Raj, we've been wanting to get rid of this junk for a long time.
And now that Dee's away, we can finally do it. No.
There we go. Oh. Very nice. Give me a hand. Give me a hand. Mouse, she's done a lot of things.
Yeah.
For SAG and for other things.
Yeah, SAG. Yeah, big,
right.
Lot of stuff with SAG. Yeah. And,
we had J.D. Hall here last week. And,
did you? Okay.
Oh, yeah, Brother J.D.
Yeah, he was ran
for president.
Okay.
First African-American to ever run for president.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
And he talked about, he mentioned her name. I don't see her much, but she does a lot behind the scenes.
More behind the scenes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just did a book autograph signing at Chiller, which is a huge autograph signing thing, yeah.
She was with you and her together?
Yeah,
oh, that's great.
And Danielle.
Yes.
Danielle came.
What did it say? Give me a hand. Give me a
hand.
Yeah,
give me a hand. Look. It's beautiful, though. Yeah.
Beautiful lady. Always was. Always was. In 1990, you did In the Heat of the Night. In 1992, you got a role with Denzel Washington in the hit movie Malcolm X.
Yes, brother.
Yeah,
Malcolm X.
Oof.
God bless you, Spike Lee.
Amen.
Spike Lee, God bless him, and the whole cast. But he had to make that choice. And Robbie Reed.
Yes.
But what a great experience. It was, again, that was like an out-of-body experience. Everybody wanted to be in Malcolm X. I can't tell you how many people wanted to be guys who had played it, the stage version of it, and, all that. And so I didn't think, initially they didn't want me because of the comedy. So they thought that,
really?
Yeah, I was a comedic actor. And I went, no, I went to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts.
Yeah.
But, and so I think when I came there dressed as the character, in the bow tie and the suit and had that, then they started like, okay, let's see what you can do. And several callbacks later, it was, man. And that book now has been selected by the Library of Congress like a historical document.
Yes.
Unique, so it's got the unique place in history.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love what Denzel did.
Yeah,
he did
man.
That. He
Come
did
on.
that.
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
Denzel should have gotten the Oscar.
Thank you. I was getting ready to ask you that.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to ask you that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know he got one for Training Day. Not to knock him, but that wasn't Malcolm X.
Yeah, no. And I mean, he should have about 4 of them.
Thank you. He didn't get a Tony last week at the Tonys.
No, but the one where he played the flight, the pilot. Oh my God, that performance.
Yes, but he's drinking. No.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Come on. He should have at least 4 Oscars.
At least.
At least.
Now we got a little roll of Malcolm X, and if you look for yourself, you'll see yourself.
Okay.
Can you roll that for us, sir, please?
Will not touch the white man's drugs, his liquor, his women, so that those in the darkness can see the power of the light. I will not lie, cheat, or steal.
I believe you will remain faithful. Yes.
He was a follower who became a leader.
You're not an American. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
He brought honor to disobedience.
I suggest you look outside that window.
You've been laying down and bowing down for 400 years. Now I think it's time to stand up.
All right, break it up. You got what you wanted.
No, I'm not satisfied. That's too much power for one man to have.
And a voice to a people who longed to be heard.
You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray.
You saying you're anti-white?
No, you're saying I'm anti-white.
Man.
Damn, I have to shake your hand again, brother. That was quite a movie. Quite a movie. There's movies like that, particularly with Spike Lee.
Yes.
Who stirs the pot, so to speak,
yes.
in our race.
Yes.
Particularly for the young people. Because they don't know what a lot of folks had to go through.
They don't.
To make us where we're at today.
They don't, man.
Right.
And I tell them, look, you gotta respect and really honor those who died, bled for you.
Yes.
I mean, went in harm's way on purpose in the demonstrations and nonviolent demonstrations, with Dr. King, and you see them being bloodied. They don't want to see it. I think it makes them they want to I just want to deal with now.
Yes.
But I really think it's doing a disservice to their history.
Indeed. I remember years ago, I was born in Harlem. And my mother's uncle, Ed Smalls, had this club in Harlem called Smalls Paradise. And he'd bring me and my twin brother.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's what, well, at that time, Malcolm X, before that, he was Little Red. He was a pimp.
Yeah.
And we would go in there and we'd sweep the floor for our uncle. And we'd see him in there all the time. Didn't know who he was. People told me that. No, that's Little Red.
What?
Did not know who he was.
I didn't know that, right?
And when I saw that movie, because they shot a lot of it in Harlem.
Yeah.
Up on Lenox Avenue and 125th Street. Which is not the same as it was before.
God.
Gentrification has kind of changed Harlem a little bit.
Yeah.
But those are the memories we brought. Oh, God, yes.
That's incredible.
Came out of high school in 1964. I'm telling my age now, but that's okay. That's all right.
You got to write a book, man.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I'd like to write a book. People keep telling me about that.
You got to. It's going to be awesome when you do.
Thank you, sir. From you. Now, you're a writer.
Yes,
You've written
sir.
your books.
Yes.
Can I ask you a dumb question? Here's my favorite dumb question.
Yeah.
When you're writing a book
Yes.
and you get writer's block,
Yes.
how do you solve that? What's your technique?
You know, you got to keep writing.
Okay.
You got to keep writing, even though it's trash. It's just arbitrary. It's just, you know, even if you're just writing about today, you know, the things that happened yesterday, you know, a memory, you know. But really just a diary of, okay, this happened yesterday, this happened today, I feel this way about this. And that comes from, I can't think the young lady's name, but she has a book about that.
Okay.
And she says, because we are not in control, that it's really dictation from God. And you just be obedient. So it is not about, you don't stop writing. You keep writing, and then it will come. It will come, and then but you can't stop. You gotta keep, and then something will trigger.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I know myself as a writer, sometimes when I hit that wall, you know how I get out of it?
How do you
I reach in my pocket, pull my wallet out, look at it, go, okay, and go back to bed.
I'm going to use that, Ron. I'm going to use that one, brother.
You need that money.
Ooh.
Education equals money. And
Oh,
you need
my
money
God, brother. You just said, okay, I'm going to do that. Get my wallet out.
From there, you got a lot of work. In 1996, you had two roles.
Yes.
2002, you had 2 roles in the year 2000, including the Steve Harvey Show.
Yes.
2003, 2 roles.
Yeah.
2004, 1 role. How can you please tell us how actors and actresses can get work consistently? How do you do it?
Brother, Ron, it can be rough. Yeah, it can be. I've been really blessed, and I think, you know, again, with the notoriety and fame, I could do personal appearances.
Yes.
So to keep you, you know, as far as money wise, you know, but. Yeah, you're gonna have that drive, that period where you gotta, because even Sinatra, remember when he went to that, he was high and then he had to like audition all over again. Yes. Even for the Capitol Records, you know, they made him wait, you know, and Natalie Cole said that, you know, when she had gone through that tough patch, they made her sit and wait for a long time, you know. So it's you just have to really, man, if you gotta, again, my faith kept me going.
Amen.
But people would say, "Oh, I just, you know," but you're right. So the typecasting happened for a while.
Yes.
So that's the big thing,
Okay.
you know. And when I'm at the audition for a play, Fences, not one of the Fences, one of the writer, the playwright.
Walter.
Oh Lord, what's it?
We're showing our age now.
Yeah, no, man, I can't believe it. You know. The writer,
what's his name?
August Wilson.
August Wilson, thank you.
So but at least he didn't know about what's happening. When I was outside the audition room, and he said, "Oh, are you from South Africa?" So that was different, but it was rough times where and people treat you differently when you're not, you know, again, with all that fame and people wanting your autograph. Now, the public loves you, but I'm talking about industry-wise.
Yes.
It's like, okay, you know, we've been there, done that with you. And that happened with the child stars, especially, you know. So it's a rough. You just have to have faith and just know it's going to come back around.
Okay. In 2005, you got Everybody Hates Chris.
Yes.
34 episodes.
God bless you, Chris Rock and Ollie Leroy.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
They created
and worked
that.
there for what, until 2009?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Fast forward to 2009, you had 3 roles. Fast forward to 2014, 5 roles.
You got this.
Oh, yeah. I keep up. Oh, yeah. I do my research. Oh, yeah. Because it's good to show you, but let people know that you have worked. You didn't get it for nothing.
Yeah.
You went and got your training.
Yes.
You had a desire to act.
Yes.
You did those auditions,
yeah.
And you did the work,
yeah.
And we want to see it up on it. When I see you up on that stage, that Wilbur Ebell Shit Theater, we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Fast forward to 2016, 5 roles again, and then 2017, last year, 6 roles last year.
Yes,
not bad,
not bad,
not bad, not bad at all, not bad, not bad at all.
Thank you. Oh.
As I say, I wrote down here to myself to make sure you mentioned, I know the family supports you.
Yes,
and they're very proud of what you do.
Yes. Yeah, my folks, very much. My mother doesn't watch TV or film, but she loves me, and she's a prayer warrior.
What would you do if you found her sneaking and they're watching TV? I thought he'd watch TV.
Oh man, I probably would faint because I know something's wrong with her. She has. My sister was like, "Come on, Mom, Mom, that's your son, Mom." You go, "Oh yeah, let me see my baby." 10 minutes in, Mom. That's all right. She's snoring 10 minutes into the show.
We'll always say one thing. She brought you in the world.
Yeah.
We can always say
that.
Yeah.
Yes, she did. Yes.
In 2018, the year was on, and this year's only half over.
Yeah.
You've had 3 roles already this year.
Yes.
Including The Gospel Truth.
Yes. The Last Exit. I just did. Where I played a pastor. A sitcom called The Waldens.
Okay.
I love that. I'm playing a father and grandfather. And I love that, having 2 sons. And I have a granddaughter and a grandson. So I love that role. And then we're doing, My Brother's Keeper. Don B. Welch.
All right.
Yeah.
We're
going to talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you did a lot of stage work.
Yeah.
But we got to take a break.
Yeah.
But when we come back, we'll talk more with Ernest about stage work. Remember, this is The Actor's Choice continues. The studio of Harvey Brandman, Photography as an Art, is proud to offer a $100 discount off any photo package for you or your family, valued at $300 or more. Harvey has been in the business for nearly a quarter of a century, and he certainly knows just how to take care of you as a customer. So please, give him a call today at 818-954-9294. That's 818-954-9294. You'll be glad you did. And by the way, please tell Harvey that you heard about his offer right here on The Actor's Choice. Mass Murders in America, a solid, realistic, and informative book seen and heard in today's headlines. Mass Murders in America details every mass murder since September 1949, up to and including the San Bernardino case in September 2015. As attorney Ron Irwin, he authored the book, which is currently available for a 30% discount. Get your copy today. Just go to Lulu Press at lulu.com. Okay? Our new sponsor, Book to the Future, is a new book that author Larry Buford has on the market. There's my buddy Larry Buford. Excuse me. It's a historical and faith-based account of how what we do and follow today will affect us tomorrow. Book to the Future is a time travel message in a capsule. It's now available for $17.95, or $17.95 as we like to say, in paperback from Amazon. Get your copy today. Tony Malone. Can one woman hold the keys to unlock the mysteries of love? Do you believe that laughter and music is the best medicine for the soul? Well, get your tickets now and take this love journey as actress and singer Tony Malone presents her musical, It's All About Love, on Saturday, June 30th at the Hermosa Beach Community Theater. Doors open at 6 p.m. Show starts at 7. For more information, call 424-888-4197. That's 424-88-4197. The name of the play, It's All About Love. And tonight, if you ain't doing nothing around 7 o'clock tonight, please go on down to the Vision Theater. They're doing some stage readings down there. This is the end of the season. The play tonight, a reading, is called Savage Queen. 7 o'clock at the Vision Theater, 3341 West 43rd Place here in Los Angeles. $10. Tell them Ron sent you. And finally, if you have a product, service, or any upcoming event that you'd like to be announced or advertised on this program, please call me at 323-533-1036. Let me slow that down. 323-533-1036. Our prices are very reasonable, and we thank you. Today, we're talking with veteran actor Ernest L. Thomas. I'm your host, Ron Brewington, and this is The Actor's Choice. First of all, folks, please take a look at this picture that you see coming up right now. Not that picture, but the next one. You see them 2 guys sitting up there. Ah, there it is. There it is. There's that picture.
That's right.
There's that picture.
That's right.
Who that?
Who that?
That was taken many, many years ago when I was doing another show. And there's Ernest. And we still looking good, brother. Still looking good. And Pepper told me to ask you hi. She told me to say hi to
her.
Pepper J, who got us. I will do that.
Right.
She's living in Nevada now. And she was able to put me on the air, and I was able to get you and a whole lot of guys, Charles Floyd Johnson, a lot of people that I know that the public I thought needed to know about.
Yes.
Because you got a story to tell.
Yes.
Tell that story, my brother. Tell that story, please. Yes. Okay, Ernest, before the break, we were talking about you and stage work. Okay, now I'm on a campaign about actors and actresses, especially the young ones, getting up on the stage and really learning about being an actor. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do Your thoughts, sir? Your thoughts.
Brother, it's the best training in the world. You want to strengthen yourself and get certainty, you know, because you know when you're out there without a net, you know, and it's going to be frightening, you know. My first, I met Hal Prince. I remember I was in the wings at the Helen Hayes Theater, and I'm about to enter, and I froze for just a second. But I knew I had to just, and I just went out there, you know. But then you hear the audience respond, you know, or if they're not responding, it could be that they're crying, you know. But I just knew it was just a great feeling to know that, that's the best training in the world. And when you do a stage plays, when you have auditions for television or film, you're on fire. Wow. If you do a lot of stage work, you'll be on fire when it comes to auditions for film and television. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, because you figure there's no take two.
No.
Got to be right.
Brother.
Got to be right.
Line? No, ain't no line. Right. No, that's it.
They'll be throwing soda and fruit at you.
That's right.
What was that?
Yeah.
What was that expression? To be or not to be?
Yeah, and I've had to make, you know, when an actor drops the line, maybe they forget, I got to just keep going.
Right.
Yeah. So that too, you can't okay, I'm waiting for their line. You got to just go ahead and make up something that makes sense, you know.
Now, see, you're saying something that a lot of people might not understand. Yeah. You as the actor, you have your lines, but you have to know the rest of the lines too.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to know the cue line.
Right.
And if they don't come in with it, then you just have to know to come in with something to bring them back around, you know, to tie it in. You got it. And I've had to do that. I mean, one time a guy totally froze. I mean, nothing, Ron. Right. You know, I'm like, are you kidding me? So I got to really go on and try to tie, because everyone is on stage. Right. So he froze 4 times, 4 shows. And I directed that particular episode. Wow. You know, he apologized, and again, it can you don't know. Wow. You don't know that you have that stage fright. But baby, the best training in the world, and I love it. I'm scared of it. I go out there and Don's. I've done at least 6 of his plays, I think, by now. Yeah. And Brandy Burks Kesselman, I've done 2 of her plays.
Gotcha.
As well.
Can you imagine you doing Hamilton or Motown?
Oh my God!
And you forget your lines.
Ooh, 8 shows, and that's work. 8 shows a week.
Yes, sir.
You know, I mean, and when we did He Say, She Say with the play with Kirk Franklin, Kirk got tired of it. He just wanted to do the musical because he says, "How do you do 8 shows a week?" I said, "You do it.
You do it, right? You do it.
You just do it."
Okay. Speaking of stage work, you have a play to schedule. Please tell us about My Brother's Keeper.
Oh, my God. Well,
here we go. Here's a play.
Don B. Walsh, my brother, my
yes.
friend, prolific playwright. Yes. To me, he's the best out there. And soon to be a filmmaker, too, because a lot of those can be turned into film. But My Brother's Keeper he did it 6 years ago, sold out 2 weekends in a row.
Right.
And usually it was just for that one weekend. It was scheduled for one weekend, but the demand was so great. They did a second weekend. Then the demand was so great for a third weekend, but the Wilshire Ebell was booked. So all I can say is it has everything: the gangsters, the love, the romance, the music, the comedy. You got Don Lewis that's in it, Jackie Christie from Basketball Wives. You got Kiki Haynes,
William L. Johnson.
Yeah, and William from Gary, Indiana.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. Yes.
That's right. He and I worked we worked with a play.
Okay.
Remember, he played the role of Marvin Gaye, a play that was written by Michael Ajagwe Jr. Now, you know Michael just passed.
Yes, brother.
I just got the word, and I can put it out now.
Yes.
There'll be a funeral for him this coming Friday.
I'll be there.
At 1 o'clock at Angela's funeral. Put that on your calendar, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Please come and say goodbye to Michael Ajagwe Jr. When we first started this show, sitting in that chair was Michael Ajagwe Jr. Michael's a good friend of mine. He's always been there for me and a lot of other people.
Yes.
And here's a chance to say, if you can do it, this coming Friday, the 22nd,
Yes.
at 1 o'clock,
1 o'clock.
Angela's Funeral Home, come in there and say goodbye to the brother.
Yes, brother.
Please,
Yes,
please, please.
yes.
It's going to be a repast. You're going to
Yes.
take him over to the cemetery, take care of him.
Yes. Well, he was Prince Uche when I did the Martin show.
Yes.
That was him. You know,
Right.
that Michael, I think he helped write it as well as produce it.
Yes.
But being Nigerian, because I was playing Nigerian Prince, he was the consultant, you know. So, yeah, that people talk about that one episode all the time that he did. Yeah, yeah.
But God bless you. I'll never forget that guy.
Yeah.
Never forget it.
Yeah.
When I heard he had to do one of these things, real
I
quick,
know,
real
man.
quick.
Yes, absolutely.
Gosh.
Yeah, brother.
Damn.
Yeah.
But William L. Johnson, I remember he played Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
We never could get it on the air.
You know, it's funny because now look, he looks like Marvin.
Yeah, he does.
And I never saw that, but he looks
It's
just,
just
he
like
should
Marvin.
do
He
that.
should. Yeah, if he can get a
Oh,
role.
my Lord.
Well, you know, the biggest problem is getting the music, so you can't do that.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Dawn, of course, is...
Come on.
Dawn.
Dawn Lewis is a force, a mighty force. She can do it. She can sing. She's an incredible singer, comedian, dramatic. She can do it all.
Wow.
She really is. And I love her confidence.
Gotcha.
You know, but she's humble. Yeah. But she coming on that stage, you better have it together because she coming with it.
What's your role? What's your role?
I play a character named Cleet. So I'm not... I'm gangster. I'm gangster, baby.
Watch out now.
So it's audience had to get used to me cursing, but they loved it. Yeah. They had never heard me, and man, they lost it. That when we did it 6 years ago, man, Martin Lawrence, I think, jumped out of his seat. You know, he was laughing so hard. So, and it's real. It ain't like I'm really not a nice person.
Do you use the scream at any time during the play?
Huh?
You use your scream anytime during the play?
No. I think Don had me. I think he had me last time do it. Why it was a little joke. He said, "Could you do that laugh in there?" I think he did sneak it in that one time. But he's serious. It's a serious role because Don wasn't going to put me in it until he saw the clip from Paroled on YouTube where I'm talking to the gangbang, I'm cursing them out. And I got 4 roles from the dramatic roles just from that little clip because people saw you again as this comedian, not knowing. No, I can be very rude. I can be my niece doesn't like that. Yes. She hates when I play the bad guy because I have to get real in it. So it makes her dislike me. Yes. You know.
Yes. Don sat also in that chair. He is a marvelous man.
Oh man.
Unfortunately, we had him as a guest before his mother passed, and we always say a prayer for his mother.
Yeah,
because
man.
She was
Great
quite
mother.
a lady.
Beautiful, yeah,
Oh, yes.
beautiful lady too.
Come to all his plays.
Oh yeah. Oh man. No, that Don. Yeah, Don is an amazing host and a great singer. Yeah. You're gonna hear. He's gonna do a concert.
They tell me that.
Yeah,
I've never heard
he opened for like Patti LaBelle and a lot of top people. He was a singer way before the playwright thing.
Because him and Will Smith are like that.
Yes,
they're like
yeah,
that.
they were. Yeah, they grew up. When I went to his mother's homecoming, he was telling me where Will stayed. You know, and the wall that Will's father had them to build this wall to teach him about hard work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, Don is an amazing. You're gonna see a lot of his films his plays turn into films.
And I hope you get some of those roles too.
Yes.
I hope you do.
Yes.
Because you've been with him, like you say, a long time.
Yeah,
a lot of plays.
Yeah. Well, we did the the cafe. It was on TV One. We did one with Loretta Devine.
Another good one.
Yeah.
Love to get her here.
Yeah. And so we did. Yeah, and I can't even think of it. I'm having.
I mean, he gets Marla Gibbs. He gets all of the Judy Pace.
Yes. All of Lost Souls Cafe.
Lost Souls. Right. Lost Souls. Right.
Yes. And the owner of TV One, she told Don she saw it twice. She loved it that much. So they're gonna be doing a lot with him. But you're gonna see him in the major theaters. Okay.
Yeah. Can you give us the inside information?
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's July 14th at 8 p.m. Wilshire Bell Theater. You get tickets at the box office Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. I believe you can go online. I know you can.
Yes, you can.
You can go online and get your tickets as well. But you're going to want to see it
Mm-hmm.
more than once.
Yes.
Again, I have a feeling it's going to be that same demand. So get your tickets right now because trust me, you will not see this coming.
Okay.
There's so many surprises and you just have to see because all the comedy it throws you for a loop.
Okay.
Yeah, he really crafted this, man, so brilliantly. Yeah.
Speaking of something you want to see, we got a video. Can you roll that? We got time to roll that video. Can you roll
I'm
that video?
so excited, so excited. My friend Richard Nichols. Every show I'm in, well, he loves Don's plays. Don is the master playwright, and he always buys a group of tickets. I mean, look at this, man. Every time supporting it. I mean, it's worth it because it's always a great supernatural cast. And Richard is retiring as a teacher the end of this month, June. He's been teaching for 50 years.
40.
Oh, 40. Okay. Well, you say 50. 40, I say 50. But this is my brother, always the same. I just love him. He's like his family, like blood. So I'm just so happy to present these. I mean, we have a great with Don Lewis. We have Dolores Lakey Stewart. We have
Jackie
Christie,
Jacob
Kiki
Luss,
Haynes. Yes.
And the
Jacob
brother
Luss.
from Gary.
Ernest. Now, no offense against anybody, but this guy, Ernest L. Thomas, honestly, I'm just going there for him.
Basically, I'm going for him. Jacob, the guy from Gary, William Johnson.
William Johnson from Gary.
But also, I'm just really supporting Don.
Yeah, Don.
Don is the greatest.
Yeah.
He's been in this for about 50 years or so.
This is his 30th play? 31st play or something?
But, I just like bringing people from my church. It's a way of socializing.
It is. And Richard Nichols, I forgot, you can get tickets from Richard.
Right.
Go to his
Okay.
Facebook and get tickets. He got great seats, yes.
Gonna miss him.
I love him, man. Yeah.
Comes out, every celebrity knows him. Gets a good picture from you.
The best soul, one of the best, never changed.
Right.
Yeah.
Him and Bill Jones. Remember Bill Jones? Bill Jones?
Don't even, brother. Oh, my
Brother
God.
Bill.
What a great man, yeah.
We got a few more minutes. How's your book doing? How's it doing?
Yeah, well, I went to the military. We sold out at the military bases,
All right.
And then I wanted to be with my mother because I'm a caretaker as well. And my sister's there and my niece, but I just wanted to be near her.
Okay.
And they wanted me. They loved me so much that they wanted me to be like an ambassador,
Right.
go around and be like a motivator and all that for the soldiers, because I give love to the soldiers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Our engineer was looking at you.
I know about that.
Oh, your mic.
It's for your right.
Oh.
While the wire runs, the wire.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, keep talking. We'll get this right. No problem. Technical difficulties here.
Technical difficulties.
Okay.
Oh man.
All right. Let's see. Again, that's not. It's. All right. Thank you, engineer.
Thank you, engineer.
Jarvis Essex, our premier engineer, knows his stuff. How much time we got? We got about a minute or so. Okay. Okay. We got about a couple of minutes.
Okay.
What's the one role that you've always wanted,
Okay.
but you never got? The one role.
Oh man, that I always wanted Steve Biko. Actually, Denzel got him all. Steve Biko.
Yeah.
And Malcolm X, I guess too. Yeah.
Okay.
I think everybody wanted it, but yeah, I would say that. Yeah. It's definitely Steve Biko. And Denzel. I think that's when he won the best supporting, actor for that. But and he really was the one for it. I think everyone has their thing. I think comedy. A lot of dramatic actors, can't do that. Like Denzel, not as far as comedy goes. A lot of dramatic actors can't do the comedy, but the comedic actors can do the dramatic. Like a Jamie Foxx can transition from the Jamie Foxx show to doing Ray. So But yeah, I would say those two. Yeah, and then someone mentioned that has not been done is the the playwright James Baldwin.
Oh, okay.
I have several people have given me a one-man play to do, and I've just been fighting that. I've been fighting that part. You know, it's like such a monumental thing. He was just a great personality and leader and so articulate about our rights. Yeah.
One more question that I always ask.
Yeah.
Ernest L. Thomas.
Yes, sir.
How do you want to be remembered?
Oh man, I want to be remembered as a caretaker, a best friend, a teacher, a leader, and someone who made you laugh until you almost cried.
Amen. Ernest, thank you so much for stopping on by today.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you for having me, Ron.
Wouldn't have any with
yes.
Special thanks to our sponsors, Harvey Brandman, Attorney Ron Edward, and Larry Buford. I want to thank our special guest, Ernest L. Thomas. And we want to thank you for joining us. We'll see you again some next time.